This is the Skil PWRCore 20 XP cordless rear handle circular saw. Is it pro? Is it DIY? Let's walk through it and find out. All right, so the first thing you need to know about this is the PWRCore 20 XP rear handle saw uses 2 of Skil's PWRCore 20 batteries. I'm gonna go ahead and take those out just to make sure I don't accidentally trigger the saw as we're walking through it. 2 4-amp-hour batteries is the way to go with this one for sure. So it is a rear handle design, and notice right here on the handle we do have a tether point. So if you're working at height and you're required to have a tether, got that right there. Nice contoured handle, typical ambidextrous safety switch here before you engage the trigger, and obviously right in front of that we do have a rafter hook. So as far as everything going on here, we love the fact that it's all metal shoe, blade guard, blade cover, everything is metal there. We like to see that. Now all of your adjustments are normal, so flip up your clamp here and you've got your height adjustment, and then notice you do have some nice high contrast marks if you want them for your 2x lumber, your plywood. Smooth operation there, locks back down. Same thing over here for your bevel. You're gonna unlock it and then you have your control. Now, what's interesting is you do have a 45-degree stop right here. Now to get to the full amount of the bevel that you have access to, notice this little guy back here, okay? Just pull that back, that's your override. So as soon as you pull that back, you're able to get the rest of the angle out of it. Let's flip it back over for a pure crosscut, lock that back down. As we continue our tour here, notice that the dust extraction is coming through the handle here, and you have a dust port attached. So you can swing this 360 degrees and throw it whichever direction that you want, work with the wind, or you can put a dust port, or you can put your vacuum on there, excuse me. And if you really just don't like it, it will pop off and you can just shoot it straight out through the handle. If Josh were here, he would be very proud to tell you that we do have onboard tool storage right there in the bottom of the shoe. And this doesn't really have the flat motor housing that we see on some that help you just kind of set the tool up for when you're doing your blade changes. Part of that is that the dust port here is in the way. So if you pop that off, you can set that right up there. Minor inconvenience, still. We do like having that dust port there. It's really helpful. This is a brushless unit, so no surprise there. You put that XP designation on the tool, and of course we expect it to have higher performance. Let me pop our batteries in here real quick. And you can see we do have a nice fast blade break on there. There's a 7¼ inch blade that we're using. Now we did some testing in a lot of different ways. We normally make our test cuts in 2x, so we make cross cuts, we make miter cuts, bevel cuts, compound cuts, all kinds of cuts to find out where are the flaws in this and get an idea of the performance. And the big question that we had going into this was, is this a DIY saw, a prosumer saw, or a pro grade saw? Now, as far as design goes, everything else on here screams pro. As far as cutting goes, that's pro too. So it's not up to where you might find Milwaukee and DeWalt's FlexVolt models. Think more of where Makita's rear handle saw is on the 18-volt X2 platform. We saw very, very similar performance to that saw, which we can do a full plunge cut and rip down 4x4 and outperform our 15-amp saws. That's fantastic performance for this saw. Now here's the kicker, the price. It's $249 at your favorite Skil retailer. You can get it at Acme Tools, you can get it at Lowe's. Austin will throw a link in the description for you for that. Now, we've been using it and showing it with 4-amp-hour batteries, but the kit's gonna come with 2 5-amp-hour batteries, and you're gonna get a dual port charger to go with that. So if you have any questions about this saw, feel free to leave those in the comments below. And as always, thanks for watching.